Hey guys, as you all have watched my video an hour before this, what came out at 8 o'clock, it was raw. This is another raw video. If you guys like this format, let me know. No edits, no logos, no anything. So I'm trying to make a combination of some vlog style edited videos, then some podcast style edited videos, and then some webinar type when you see na puro charts lang or puro slides lang. Then a combination of this na raw, just me. The reason why I'm doing this also, the reason why walang edit is because I made a Facebook Live that time where I could have done this YouTube video and had enough time to be able to edit, but I did Facebook Live. That's why I was not able to do this. But the first video, which came out at 8 p.m., I talked about dividend investing and why it was slashed, why some companies are reducing their dividends. For this video, I've been getting a lot of questions, especially from people who are not invested yet in the stock market. They're talking about, is it okay to invest now, especially that I'm young, and especially that the markets have dropped significantly. So let me answer this from a financial planning perspective, so that, because if you have a proper financial plan, also it will somehow answer those questions already, if this is one of the best times to invest. So my entire stand for all of this is that if you're not in debt, you have cash, you have cash flow, all of those three things are met, meaning may pumapasok na pera sa'yo, wala kang utang, meron kang natabing pera, then you can invest. But the fourth thing is the most important. Merong pumapasok, wala kang utang, meron kang ipon, pero do you have excess money that you can put in for investments? If the answer for that is yes, then proceed. You can go, you can continue, you can invest. But the next question you need to ask yourself is this: if I come in now when there's a lot of uncertainty, can I handle it? Am I okay? Will I be able to withstand the volatility? Am I okay if I see markets drop? Am I okay if I see things not go my way? So if the answer to that is no, and you cannot take the volatility, and you can't take how markets move up and down, you cannot take the uncertainty, even if you have extra money, wala ka ng debt, you still have cash flow, then maybe you might need to at least not invest yet, but take the time to study. Because my stand in all of this is, I really believe that the best time to invest is still now. The best time to invest is the longer you are invested, the better. Why? Because investing also is about time. The longer you are invested, the better it is. Why? Especially if you don't plan to go deep in terms of studying, especially if you don't want to go deep in terms of learning, especially if you don't want to go deep. When I say go deep, as you all know, the stock market is predicated on a lot of things. You can learn technical analysis, you can learn fundamental analysis. In technical analysis, you can learn quick trading, you can learn position trading, you can learn drawing support and resistances, you can learn how you plot the trends, you can learn using moving averages, MACDs, volumes, ADX, RSI, stochastics, Bollinger Bands, Elliott Wave, Fibonacci analysis. When you go the fundamental analysis route, you could use the macroeconomy, you can use ratios, you can analyze it by just using the industry and sector. What I'm saying is, there's so many ways for you to be able to analyze things. You can go deep. So if you can go deep and you can understand those concepts, you can look at the balance sheet, you can look at how what price to book is, you can look at price to earning is, where you understand what EPS is, then very, very good. But for those that cannot or don't have the time to study, don't want to study it, or likas na dumudugo yung ilong pag pinag-aralan niya, please remember that's normal. It's not wrong, because we're all different. We all have our own strengths. Some people don't really like numbers. No matter how much they study, they don't like numbers, and you have to be real and you have to be true to who you are as a person. So that being said, if you are a person that you don't want to really go through the nitty-gritty, you don't want to study it as much, you can still invest. But my suggestion, you need to at least know what the risks are when you start investing, you need to at least know that when you enter into the stock market, a couple of things that you need to answer is this. If I buy right now, what should be my signal to sell later on? What, should it be if the economy is bad, do I sell? Should it be when it hits the resistance, do I sell? Should it be once the company becomes overvalued, do I sell? Should it be that when the company starts growing, should I sell? Should it be that when the company stops giving out dividends, or the dividend starts to taper down, or the dividends are not as good anymore, do you sell? So that's what I'm saying. You need to define what your exit mechanisms are before you start coming in. You need to define what will cause you to buy a stock and what will cause you later on to sell a stock. Because at the end of the day, it's easy to get tempted via your emotions. It's easy to be swung whenever you hear different ideologies, whenever you hear your friend buy this, whenever you see someone else buy that and sell that and do that and see that idea. But what will keep you afloat is that you have your set of rules that's based on either the economy, the industry, the sector, proper company analysis. You know how the company's growing, you know the leadership, you know if it's cheap, you know their debt, you know what cash they have. Or on the technical analysis side, you already know specific parameters on signals from a technical analysis standpoint, and when you're supposed to come in and when you're supposed to come out. So those are very, very important when you're making the trade. So if you can answer that, the best time to invest is still now. If you're busy, the best time to invest is still now, but you start based on the knowledge that you have. You start based on what you know. You start based on what your skill set is. Because, as what I've mentioned, time is on your side. But the reason why I want you to invest also now is that you have to remember, investing is all about building skills. Investing is all about how good you are as a person in terms of your investments. Investing is all about, if I'm an investor, you don't just make money when you invest just because your timeline is long. It always has to be predicated on your skill. Because although I keep telling people this, no, the stock market is not as hard as what most people think it is. It's also not as easy that hindi lang siya basta-basta na papasukin nyo na hindi nyo pinag-aralan. But if you want to go deeper, that's where skills are. In the same way, in music, in basketball, being a doctor, being a lawyer, being an accountant, the longer you do it, the better you become. As a doctor, the longer you do it in your practice, the more skilled you are, the more your clients get to know you, the more you also earn. In the same way, ganun din sa stock market. You don't need to have expectations that on year 1, year 2, it will be good already. It's about playing the long game, that maybe you're on year 4, that's when you get to find your strategy. That's when you get to find your technique. That's when you get to find, this is something that may work for me. This is something that I know based on who I am, based on my technique, based on my logic, based on my timeline, that may actually work for me. And it's okay. You don't have to rush, because if you're 30 years old, you're 35 years old, figuring it out on year number 4 means that you're probably 34 years old, or you're probably 39 years old, and then you have 20 plus years to be able to implement and use that skill for you. So the reason why I'm telling you to start now is because even if you don't make money now, it's okay. I repeat, even if you don't make money now, it's okay. Why? Because you're building that skill, you're building that intellect, you're building that acumen, you're building that experience. And later on the years to come, that's when it gets better. And the thing about that is, madami tao nagmamadali eh. Everyone's rushing that they want to earn quickly, they want to earn right now, they want to put in. And people always think that the stock market is the lottery, that the stock market is jackpot, that I put money, I put 10,000, magically it will become 1 million. It doesn't happen that way. The stock market, I've said this in a lot of videos, is a multiplier. Meaning, the larger your volume, the larger the amount of money that you put in, the bigger your shot, the bigger your chance to earn more. And the larger the money that you put in. If you have 10 million, earning 10%, that's a million pesos. I don't know about you. If I have a choice, if you have 1 million, earning 100% to make 1 million versus 10 10 million earning 10% to get 1 million. I'd rather be in the 10 million earning 10% having 1 million. Why? Because I know the lower the risk, I can replicate it every year. But not everyone can get 100% per year on a consistent basis in perpetuity. It's harder. I repeat, it's harder to get large gains consistently in perpetuity. Perpetuity is forever. Or at least, sige, sabihin natin 40 years. It's hard to get 40 years of 100% gain every single year. It's hard. I don't think it's even possible. But it's easier for you to get 10% a year for 40 years. I hope you get the logic. So the stock market is all about volume. And if the volume is there, meaning you already have the money to put in, and then you do it properly with the right skill set, with the right experience, with the right acumen, and that's when money will be made. So that's why di dapat kayo nagmamadali eh. And that's why this is one of the best times for you to invest, because it allows you to build that skill while all of this is happening. And another thing that I like to mention in terms of skill set, no, the reason why the best time to invest is now, the best time to invest, the best time to start investing is now, is because you get to see eh. Mukhang di yata nagwo-work yung stock market, pero nagwo-work yung ETF, pero nagwo-work yung index fund, pero nagwo-work yung bonds, pero nagwo-work yung REITs for you. Then you put more on those investments that are working for you. It does not make sense investing just for the sake of investing, just because it's cool, just because people think the stock market is well. You always put in more money into something that you know that works. Eh. You always put in more money into something that you know is where you have already a track record of earnings. And that's how you get to scale it up, and that's how you get to leverage it, and that's how it becomes successful. Warren Buffett, the reason why he's investing in the stock market a lot is because yun yung alam niya eh. That's why you don't see him invest in other things that he doesn't know. That's why you don't see him do other things that he's not also gifted at. Because the strength of you making money, the strength of you doing well on your investments is leveraging what you're already good at. So at the end of the day, the reason why I'm telling you to start investing right now is primarily because of this also. You get to see I'm doing better than my mutual funds. So what does that actually mean? The moment you get your bonus, the moment you get a lump sum, the moment you get more, you put in more to the stock market than in mutual funds. However, if you also see that, hey, I'm not doing so well in my stock trading, but I'm doing well in my mutual funds. The moment you have extra money, you put more in mutual funds. And that's something you're doing not because sinabi ng ibang tao. That's something that you're doing not because you read it on a book, or you read it on a blog, or you watched it on a vlog. But the reason why you have the conviction to do it is because it's your track record. It's something that works for you. And the best way to be successful in investing is to learn via experience. I may give a lot of vlogs, I may make a lot of books, and I may have a lot of seminars, but nothing beats practicing it on your own. Nothing beats executing. Nothing beats doing it. Nothing beats trying. Nothing beats you learning and doing the ropes by yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's what makes it so effective. That's what makes everything so well. You having the ability to execute. So there are people asking, how many years should you invest? Gano'ng katagal dapat? The answer to that is, it depends on you. But the longer, the better. I started in my early 20s. If I had the chance to start in my teenage years, I would have done so. I would have started in high school. I would have started, if someone taught me this when I was 7 years old, I would have started at 7 years old. Because there's so much strength. There's so much arbitrage, no, in terms of how you can grow your money. If you can do it well, if you can do it early, and if you can do it longer. And I think that's what makes it super special, and I think that's what makes it super good. That the reason why you start investing now is that you can make your money grow longer, even though if you make mistakes. That if you're invested for 40 years, if some 10 taon dun, in and out, mali-mali, you still have 30 years of doing it right. And that's what makes it amazing. So I hope you guys got a lot from this. This is different again. Another raw vlog. No edit, no audio, no logo, but just me sharing my thoughts and my ideas. If you like more of this style of just me, parang kwentuhan lang, camera lang. And as you all know, I've been doing different styles also of videos. Webinar style, I've been doing interview podcast style, I've been doing charting style, I've been doing normal vlog style, but this type something raw. If you like this, comment I want more raw videos where parang tayo lang, kwentuhan lang, me and the camera, just me sharing my thoughts and ideas. No graphics, no anything, no music, just pure raw sharing. If you like this, let me know. Put them in the comment section, and then there, if you're new to this and you found value in this video, appreciate it if you can subscribe and you can smash the bell so you get updated every time I come up with new content about the stock market. And if you like content that's not just purely stock market, you like real estate, you like entrepreneurship, success stories, personal finance, and everything else in between, I have a second channel. It's called Marvin Podcast. Click the link in the description to be able to see it. I would appreciate the support for that. It's just at 2,500 subscribers. It's a very, very small YouTube channel. And if you like that, it's personal finance, it's insurance, it's everything else in between. And if it's something that's adding value to you, I would appreciate the support there. Then, I have 5 books. They're available via Shopee. They're all in the description below. If you want to learn the basics of the stock market, you want to learn where to invest, you want to learn fundamental analysis, you want to learn technical analysis, you want portfolio management, that's what those 5 books are for. That's the whole context of it. For those who want to learn via reading, via book format, I believe not everyone likes video or audio. Some would like to learn via reading. That's for you. Shopee delivers to most of the places in the Philippines. So if you want to grab a copy of that, just go to the description, click the Shopee link. And for those naman that want to order via you're not covered by Shopee, there's another link beside that you can watch or you can click to be able to order. Then I have 3 online courses. One will be a Zoom course this Friday, Sean Si, investing in this new normal. Then 2 other courses. One is with Chinkitan called Stock Market for Everyone. It's a Tagalog basic stock market course. Then another one, we have Make Money, Grow Money. It's business, entrepreneurship, and the basics of the stock market. It's in the description also below. You can click that. That's with Sean Si. Then most likely, if everything goes well this May and June, Stock Smarts Manila will be the second or / third week of June, and we're gonna do technical and fundamental analysis there. The link for Stock Smarts Manila is also in the description below. And there, I made a very, very lengthy Facebook Live session, and the reason why I'm doing this raw video right now was basically because I was not able to edit anymore. And the reason why I'm doing this raw video is because I wanted Sana to do an edited vlog type, but I posted this. This came out around, I think 5 o'clock kanina. This primarily centered on, I barely do Facebook Lives. I don't do Facebook Lives as much, but I don't know, just felt like doing it, and a lot of people who follow me on Facebook liked it. So if you wanted to watch that, I shared and answered a lot of the questions from our Facebook followers naman. I know most of you guys are YouTube subscribers, and you like YouTube more than Facebook. But there's a Facebook Live video, you can watch that. It just happened just a few hours prior to this, but I answered a lot of questions that people sent out. And there, I guess that's it. I don't know what else could I mention. If you guys have any questions and want to be part of the vlog, put them in the comment section, and then I'll try to interview you via Zoom, and then we'll just try to see how we can make videos on top of that. So there, I hope you guys got a lot from this. I don't know if this is something that you guys will watch, no? Kung nasanay na kayo sa puro webinar format na hindi ka, ito parang kwentuhan lang nasa bahay ko of sorts. So I guess that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo. I hope this video helps you, and I hope this is something that added tremendous value to all of you. And I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.